Hey book fellows, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lana and today I'm going to be doing a book review of Crescent City by Sarah J Maas. Did I just say bang her? Ugh.
Moved to Australia, they said. Oh, please excuse me, I need some quality H2O.
Ah. Here we go. So, a couple of people asked for it, and by a couple I mean two. I also inserted myself into a third conversation about this book because I'm cool like that. I'm also completely unoriginal and have zero creative talent. So when I picked up this book, I was a Sarah J Maas virgin. I had no expectations, though I had heard a lot of conflicting reviews on the book itself and Sarah J Maas actually. So I wanted to see where I sort of fit on that scale of loving everything she does and can't stand her, put a bullet in my head. Yeah. At the start of the story, we're introduced to Bryce Quinlan, a half fae, half human party girl, although she comes across as quite intelligent. My first impression of her was like, okay, there wasn't anything special about her. Danica, her best friend on the other hand, I loved instantly. She's got the strength and sass and the I don't give a fuck kind of attitude that I just absolutely love in characters. So the first 200 pages of the book did make me want to blow my brains out. It was 200 pages essentially of world building brain dumpy description. And my head hurt bad. Was it because it was long-winded? Yes. Was it because I'm dumb? Also yes. What does happen in the first part of the book though is a pretty big event. I won't say anything more than that because I don't want to ruin it. It would have been ruined for me if I knew about it before I read it, but it sets the premise for the rest of the book. And when I read it, I was just like, oh, we're getting somewhere. Yes, what is happening? I'm here, I'm in it. And then she jumps 2 gears ahead and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck just happened? I was no longer in the story. I put it down and began to rethink my life choices. I actually started reading another 2 books because I just couldn't get into this one. At this point, I was giving it like a 1 star. But after I finished one of the other books, I picked this back up again. The story started kicking off and I actually finished the book pretty quickly. I might do a spoiler review as well as this one. Either tack it on to the end or just do a completely different video. It depends on how long the baby is going to stay asleep for. The story actually tackles quite a few heavy subjects. Substance use, casual sex, bullying, being half human, which is pretty much the bottom of the food chain. Bryce gets ridiculed throughout the whole entire book. Even though she's beautiful, she knows it, and everyone, human, fae, shifter, vampire, everyone wants to bang her. Did I just say bang her? Ugh. It also deals with a lot of grief, and I think it's done really, really well. The male lead is your typical tall, handsome, muscly, broken, brooding, tormented soul type. Didn't mind it. The relationship between the 2 main characters was well done. It didn't feel forced or unnatural. It just, you knew what was going to happen, but it seemed to take a really natural course, and I really, really enjoyed that. I wouldn't say it was exactly enemies to friends to lovers, but I'm running on 2 hours sleep, so I can't think of any other words to describe. They're just 2 broken people trying to sort their own shit out in the presence of each other and trying to be strong even when they open up and let the vulnerabilities show. I did cry twice. Ugh. It gave me the feels. I gave this 4 stars, and only because the first 200 pages was so tedious. The story itself I really enjoyed. I do recommend reading it, but I don't know if I would read any of her other stuff. I have so much more to say about this book, but I can't without giving too much away. So I'm going to leave it there. If you haven't already read this book, I hope this helped you decide whether it's for you or not. If you have read this, please let me know what you thought about it, what were your favourite bits. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you next time. Over and out.